Hello everyone, Fire Angel here. Apologize if my voice sounds a little off. I kind of have a sore throat right now, but I'm getting this video out like I promised. It's essentially me going over every single clue that I released for the T-Slop Halloween contest. Just to recap, essentially I gave all the main 12 animals from the Secret Life of Pets franchise from both the first movie and the second movie, and I gave them a villain theme song from either a Disney or non-Disney movie that I thought best fit them. And essentially, the whole contest is who best accurately depicts that theme or something. Like who has the best. But don't immediately vote for your favorite theme song, because I know I would totally be, if I was allowed to vote, I would hands down vote for my favorite. Bonus points if you can guess what my favorite villain theme song of all time is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over all the clues, at least the ones that I can remember. And yeah. If I find my photo album here, yeah. Still have to record stuff on my phone, but alright. I have them here somewhere. This will probably take a while because I did these a while ago. I passed them. Alright. So one of the first clues I released, I'm hoping you're all going to be able to see this. I'm actually, yeah, going to turn the brightness up. But one of the first ones I released was this little one. Unfortunately, when I brightened these up, I lost the original version, which mostly would have been like that, a black screen with that text. When I brightened them up, you would see the hidden text underneath, in which in this case, who has which one Disney/non-Disney villain theme songs. I released this back sometime in January. And, where is it? Oh, there it is. And obviously the whole logo for the series. This was a completely black image, but then when you brightened it up, you would see the pumpkin and the T-Slop logo. Simple, but it works. And it's the logo, so. Now, these next few, they were all released in January. What days, I don't remember, other than maybe they were 3 days apart from each other. And these were essentially the themes because I noticed with everyone, they seem to follow like a certain theme, at least two of them always did. So I figured for a little mini contest while also giving out the rewards, kind of think of this whole thing as like an Oscars, alright? Like everyone's getting a reward for something. And I essentially paired off everyone into two, so there were 6 pairings. And the little mini contest is who best represent the theme. Now, with these ones, if I remember, originally it's just a little symbol, little picture, and then there was 2 dates at the bottom. I don't think anyone ever knows the dates, probably. When you brightened it up, you would have seen the theme. Which essentially, this one was originally just the heart and the date, which was the 1st and the 2nd of October. 10/1, 10/2. Simple. And this was the Blinded by Desire theme, in which would go to the villains who can't see past their own passions until it's too late. The 10/1 and the 10/2, those are when the videos were released, which that would have been Max and Gidget. Now, don't ask me why I had Max and Gidget face each other. I honestly can't tell you, other than both of their songs will fit under this theme. Have fun voting who had the better one. I can actually swipe this. The next one I released 3 days after that one in January would have been a purple sword, and the date 10-3, 10-4, the 3rd and 4th of October. And the sword obviously looks like a pirate sword, or at least some kind of saber. This was the Taste for Revenge theme, in which the villain wants revenge. Some of these are so painfully simple, honestly. Like, yeah. And on the 3rd and 4th of October, that's when I released the Snowball and Daisy videos. Those two are going off against each other. Again, don't ask me why I had the couples face against each other. At least the good news is I did not make Chloe and Pops face each other. I'm pretty sure some of you would bite me. The next one was a yellow crown with the dates 10-5 and 10-6, the 5th and 6th of October. This was the Conquerors of the World theme. And that was given to Duke and Rooster, because, like, their themes, honestly, I doubt either of the characters would take over the world. That's more Snowball. But Snowball's also all about revenge. And personally, I feel like if these two ever hit a limit, they would just not care at all. But, yeah, that was Conquerors of the World. And that would have been the 3rd theme. The 4th one, there was a blue moon. I don't want to hear anything. Okay. And it was for the 7th and the 8th of October with the theme Doomed Fate. I gave this to villains who... No, let's see. What was my reasoning behind this? No, it was more so about the protagonist would have to face this villain, because I feel like if you face the villains that these songs will represent, you would be a goner. And that was given to Chloe and Buddy. The next one, this was originally in an orange skull. However, I think when I brightened it, it turned yellow. Love that. And the dates were the 9th and the 10th of October, with the theme being We Rise Again. I correspond this with a villain who probably rose from the dead or wherever the heck they came from. And I felt this would suit best for Ozan and Tiberius because they did not come back in the sequel. Still not happy about that. Still not happy about that. And then the last theme, this was originally a green mask turned like pale blue, pale whitish, and is for the 11th and 12th of October under the title Not What They Seem. This is for like your typical twist villain, even though technically the songs I found from like the two villains for the songs, you could already tell that they were a villain, but it still felt like, because you don't expect it. And I gave that to Mel and Pops. And they got that. Now let me see. Alright, perfect. Alright. So then there was the main picture clues. I should probably add picture clues, because when you guys all saw these, they were also black image with like some words written under it describing the pet slash kinda the movie song that I picked for them. And I released these in a very certain order that I alone know, unless you're also some movie geek like I am. Like, don't laugh, but there was a very secret hidden clue on YouTube that wasn't meant to be clues. I just wanted to do it, but it could also been like the little light bulb moment for you guys to be like, oh, that's how you did it. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, I have these on my iPad the way that they're released on YouTube, with the release dates of the October videos, not the secret hidden clue. I'll go over that in a little bit. But essentially, these were black images with letters, and I released these on various dates, which would have been the 1st of each month and the 16th of each month, going all the way until I think the last one would have been released. I think the last one was released in August, I think. But we have The Greedy Millionaire, in which when this was a dark black image, you could only faintly see the collar. And obviously, as you can tell, it's Max's collar. I felt like this would have been the dead giveaway of like who gotten what. And unfortunately, no. I'm not. Yeah, that like little hit secret clue, little tip. And most of, I guarantee you, if you're a FNAF fan watching this, you probably know this because Scott Cawthorn and anyone who is associated with the FNAF franchise, dark images, if you brighten them up, you find a lot. That was literally what I did with these. But yeah, the Greedy Millionaire describes Max, in which he got the song How Bad Can I Be from the Lorax. The one slur is literally a greedy millionaire. Point taken. The next one, this was The Lovesick Witch, and I Had a Bow. Someone on the Discord community server, now, like, obviously when I had this darkened, you could still kind of see the bow. So that's probably how they were able to guess this. But yeah, this was Gidget's clue. And she had I Put a Spell on You from Hocus Pocus, which is now 30 years old, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, I know the witches weren't lovesick, except maybe Sarah. But if you put that song with Gidget, it kind like the song kind of makes you think of a love song. At least that's my thinking of it. Obviously, in the movie, it's not used for that, but still, I thought it matched Gidget pretty well. Also, the fact that I could not find anything else for Gidget. It was hard finding ones for the girls. Because originally I had something different planned for Chloe until I found the one I did find for her. Because the one I originally wanted didn't really match that well. Alright, the next one I was also guessed on the Discord community server, but I don't think they could see the image because this is one of the ones that was a little bit harder to see. But I think the dead giveaway was in the title, which would have been The Pirate Captain, and the picture is a carrot, so Snowball. I think the word captain gave it away. I forget how they solved this. But yeah, this was Snowball's clue, in which the song I gave to him was Master of the Seas from Ice Age 4, which is like one of my favorites. It's very catchy. I gave that to Snowball. The next one was a dark image called The Vengeful Mother and had a flower. This was Daisy's clue. Her song was My Lullaby. I gave that to her because I feel like she's a mother figure to Hugh. In the same retrospect, Snowball is also like a father figure to Hugh. And I figured, what better song for Daisy other than My Lullaby? Alright, next one, The Sweet Conqueror with a Hot Dog. If I had used a piece of candy, I don't think any of you would have been able to guess this song anyway. But this was Duke's clue. And he had Licorice Land from a very, very unknown movie called Candyland and the Great Lollipop Adventure? Rescue? Adventure? It was a 2005 movie. I never even knew it existed, and I loved Candyland as a kid. I never knew this movie existed. And then, like, I'm looking for, like, this is a fun story. So back when I was finding all these, some of the songs were pretty easy to match up with. Some of them were a little harder. I had to do some digging for Mel, and that was like a whole childhood nostalgia train. But this one, like, Duke was the hardest one to find. Duke is not a villainous character, okay? Like, he's very sweet. And there was only like three times that he got angry in the first movie. Did not get angry in the second movie. You tried finding a villain song for someone like that, okay? He's literally a family dog. And I'm like looking all over YouTube, like what song's gonna match him. And at this point, I picked out six non-Disney songs. That was what I was going for. I had already gotten the 6 Disney ones, so I couldn't even look at the Disney movies anymore. And I was looking up every single non-Disney villain theme song I could find to try and match up with this guy. Could not find anything until I found someone's compilation of their favorite villain songs. If I remember, they placed this at number 7, and I was like watching it. I was like, the first thing that popped in my head was they made a Candyland movie, and I didn't know that. And then the next thing, like they didn't put the whole song. They only had a snippet of it. And I was like thinking to myself, that's actually pretty catchy. So I told myself once I was done watching the whole video through, I'll pull it up. I'll look up the song. And I did, and I honestly like it. It was very catchy. It matched Duke in a way. He likes food. That was my only excuse, really. And yeah, that's the whole story of how Duke managed to get a villain theme song. And no, I have not seen this movie. Apparently, my friend in real life has seen it a long time ago, I'm guessing. If you're able to find it, great. Let me know how it was, because I haven't seen it. I don't even. Well, I guess I could find it on Amazon, maybe. I don't even know if it was like a theatrical release or direct to video. I want to say direct to video. But yeah, that was The Sweet Conqueror. What are you doing? Alright, the next one. This picture was very easy to see even when I darkened it. Could you try darkening a white bone while also trying not to darken it completely? It's not gonna work. But this was the scheming mastermind, and this was Rooster's clue. Now some of you are probably asking me, why'd you pick a bone? Well, one, I don't think I could use any like bandanas or cowboy hats, because the other clue is kind of cowboy related. And two, there was this one McDonald's toy that had Rooster with a bone. So there. He had Be Prepared, probably the best villain theme song ever. I guarantee a whole bunch of you are going to agree with me on that. I gave that to Rooster because he's frankly one of the best T-Slop characters there ever was. And I hope he shows up in future media. Oh god, I honestly should write up Illumination and be like, he wants some of my ideas for a third movie or, I don't know, a TV show. I'm pretty sure I did write up plots for a TV show once, but I lost those notes. Anyways, yeah, Rooster got Be Prepared. Because he's got like an army, and he probably has the mindset of push me just a little bit further and we'll see what happens when you push me too far. Yeah, that was Rooster. The next one, the Trusting Claws, with some blue yarn. The blue yarn was hard to see, so you will probably only see the Trusting Claws. The clue here kinda was in the word trusting, like trust in me, in which that's what I gave to Chloe, which is what this clue represents, because the yarn, cats love yarn. The claws was meant to throw you off. But yeah, I gave Chloe 2016's version of Trust in Me, which was sung by Scarlett Johansson. Very beautiful, honestly. And the next one was The Romantic Monster with a Tennis Ball. This was Buddy's clue for Toxic Love. No, I don't think Buddy's a monster. I just think that he's like a ladies' man. Like, he's got that kind of attitude where he's like very chill, and like I could see him being a ladies' man pretty much. And I used a tennis ball because what do dogs play with? Sticks, tennis balls, their own tails, I guess. And yeah, those buddies. The next one, the Devilish Demon, has a cat eye. This should have been very easy. Even when this image was darkened, you could see the eye, and it's literally a green cat eye. I know Chloe has green eyes, but not like these. These are Ozone's eyes, which is what the clue represents. I gave him probably the best song I could give him, which is It Feels So Good to Be Bad from All Dogs Go to Heaven 2. I love that movie, by the way. Personally, I love it more than the original. But that's because it's got Cat, and I actually watched the sequel first before I ever even seen the first one. This was probably a time where I didn't understand that two meant like, oh, there's more than one movie to this franchise. I think my brain just read it as All Dogs Go to Heaven, completely forget about the two. You can imagine my shock when I learned there was another movie that came out before it. Yeah. But yeah, that song literally describes Ozone to a T, literally. And the fact that it's also another cat character singing it just makes it a whole lot better. And that was Ozone's. The next one is the Undead Magician. Now, obviously, that tile's not going to do much for you, but if you brightened up the image, you would see 3 red scars. That would be Tiberius, because, like, if you think about it, he's only got 3 toes that he can scratch you with, 3 talons. 4 if he can somehow get the other one. But yeah, I used that to represent Tiberius, which I gave him In the Dark of the Night, another very good song, my favorite non-Disney villain theme song, by the way. Yeah. You want to know how this whole started? I listened to In the Dark of the Night last December for 2 hours straight on repeat, not on a loop. Nuh-uh. I just had the same video repeating for the next 2 hours. If the replay button could die, I'm pretty sure it would have. But I gave that to Tiberius because I feel like I know I'm not the only one. I know a whole bunch of other people were upset that he was not in the sequel. Literally, that song could describe his whole mood about being forgotten. But yeah, that was that one. The next one, The Singing Cowboy. Again, not going to do much unless you have seen Home on the Range. Little unknown Disney movie, I guess, from 2004. I watched it in my childhood. Very good. Just good luck getting the song out of your head. This was Mel's, in which I used a squirrel as his little clue. Now, if you guys have seen Home on the Range, you will know what villain theme song I'm talking about. Yodel, Adel, Edel, Idle, oh. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck yodeling it. Yeah, I had to find the most neurotic, catchy, annoying song I could find for Mel. And I literally went down memory lane when I found this. I was like, oh my god, that is Mel. There's even a point in the video that I released showing other characters being annoyed, and that's how, like, That's literally Mel's whole thing. He just annoys people. Whether he does it on purpose or accident, that's up to you to decide. Personally, I think it's an accident. Now, the last one of the picture clues, the friendly shadow, that should have given away the movie, or more so, the villain from the movie. And the little hidden picture was a wheel. This is Pops' clue for the song Friends on the Other Side from The Princess and the Frog, which has a friendly shadow. At least a friendly shadow to the villain. I chose that because if you think about Pops in the first movie, he seems to have some kind of connection to the Flesh Pets, because he leads the group down the sewers claiming, I do know a guy in the sewers. Like, don't tell me Pops doesn't have friends on the other side. When, like, don't try and tell me otherwise. He clearly did have friends. That was his song that I gave to him. And that would have been the last of the picture clues, pretty much. I released those from February to August, I'm thinking. I think it did end August. Alright, that was pretty much all the picture clues that I released. Now, the next thing I gotta go to is the riddle. Because I'm pretty sure some of you are dying to know what the heck I was writing when I wrote this riddle. Just gotta pull it up. Where are you? Alright. Before I get into the riddle, there was another clue I made on Wattpad, which was a little short story called If We Were Evil. Essentially, I just took all main 12, put them in a scenario where they end up becoming evil, and I drew clues from the movies that I got the songs from. Like the first chapter, which was Max's chapter, which also was accurately guessed. If you look in the comments, you'll see it. I'm not announcing who all solved these clues and stuff until the results video, Halloween. But someone was accurately made, like, was able to compare Max to the villain I was trying to represent in the chapter. And I just gave them the win for guessing the clue. I was waiting for them to say the song, but yeah, that whole story has clues all over it from the movies. I even, like, if there was a chance, I could add, like, a lyric from the song or a quote from the movie. In Max's, I even put down the literal title of the song. And yeah, that was one whole clue thing going on. My cat's licking her paw again. Oh my god. Anyways, the riddle. I'm gonna try and get through this as quickly as possible with how my throat's feeling. But here we are. Come close and lend me an ear. Be prepared for Halloween this year. Something is coming and is coming fast. Here they come now. Now, this was obviously just the introduction of the paragraph. Well, the poem. No, paragraph. It really is a paragraph. But if you noticed, I did give away a very obvious clue within the second line. Be prepared. That's one of the songs. We know these 12 very well. They had many stories to tell, and they have many more, but this year in October, something is very different. This is simply me advertising, but I hint that there are 12 characters in the contest, and I kind of make a slight comment about, like, the stories, meaning Wattpad, because I'm pretty sure most of you know me on Wattpad. Don't worry, it's not prequel. If anything, it's more of a sequel. You see, it's happened before. I made a similar video, a compilation of themes. This is not the first time I gave the group theme songs from, well, I'll say Disney movies, because the first compilation I made was the T-Slop Disney theme songs video. I released 2022, 2021, I'm not sure. 2022, I think. Oh my god, Ivy. I don't know what she's doing. Apparently she can't even see either. But yeah, I released that ages ago, and this is not connected to it anyway, other than everyone's getting a theme song, with it being a villain theme song. The only one who's gotten a villain theme song twice is Ozone, because you try giving the guy a good song, like from one of the main characters from a Disney movie. Good luck. If you're able to do so, message me. I want to know. I'm grabbing my cat really quick. I can't see. Come here, you senile old cat. This is Ivy, everyone. The senile old lady who licks too loud. Yeah, I love you too. Anyways, October is a month of fright, so in the dark of the night, look out for them, for they are coming, with their tales of villainy. Clearly setting up October. The second line holds the title of the song In the Dark of the Night, which is one of the ones that's used. And the last line hints at villains, which is pretty much the whole thing of this contest. What? Yes, that's right, they are bad. Their songs make them glad. 'Cause you can't deny the best movie songs are usually those for the wicked. Villain songs to play. Straight out telling y'all. I'm literally just reading this riddle off of the little note page I made while writing it. There are clues and they're out. They're wandering all about. They're here to help you, for before October arrives, you can figure out the gang's melodies. The whole point with the clues was, for one, advertisement. Two, I was bored. Three, I was kind of curious to see if you guys could guess what songs I gave everyone. I only had one person guess the song, but not the character. I had a person guess two of the characters, but not the songs that went with them. And again, with If We Were Evil book on Wattpad, I had someone actually manage to get both the character and the song. So the clues didn't work out that well, unfortunately. Unless you're all hiding something from me and just wanted to pull my leg or something. But yeah, like, you could use those clues to figure out the songs or to learn how crazy I am. Hurry, it won't be very long until they each sing their song. The first 12 days are dedicated to them. Each new day there is a newcomer. The first 12 days of October, I released a video for each contestant. And frankly, I've been going on a streak of releasing a YouTube video per day since September 30th. Once this video's up, I'll be at 17. Yeah, don't ask about my sleep schedule. Probably the reason I'm sick. Behind this madness there is reason, so please don't try me for treason. It's just to celebrate Halloween. It is a wonderful holiday, and it will be a fun interaction. I made this whole contest just so I could interact with you guys. So that's like one of my favorite things about being on YouTube and on Wattpad. I get to interact with all of you. You see, there is a contest to see who is the best. The 12 are curious who would be a better villain. It is up to you to decide. The whole interaction is pretty much you guys vote for who best, who best, hang on, I'm trying to word this. like who would be like who best represents the villain song I gave them. There are 12 contestants, remember, and every clue will be out before September. But the clues are scrambled. They come in a certain order. Perhaps they align with certain days. Now, like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I released the last picture clue in August. And I mentioned that they came in a certain order. Now tell me this, everyone who's been keeping an eye on my YouTube videos. Anyone remember the birthday tributes I've been releasing since January? There's your order. I was trying to figure out an order that wouldn't be too obvious, but also wouldn't. I'm getting a phone call. Don't call me. Spam. There. Okay, got rid of that phone call. But anyways, like I had to figure out an order that was not too obvious and wasn't directly aligned with how I was going to release each October video. And then it hit me, I know the order of the actors' birthdays. Don't ask why. When you write a bunch of stories on Wattpad, you kind of get a little nuts. Oh, shush, you're fine. But yeah, I literally know all the voice actors' birthdays for the main 12. And frankly, I also know like some of the minor actors. Don't know this. Please don't. I don't think I could explain this in this video. But the order goes Max, Mel, Buddy, Chloe, Gidget, Pops, Snowball, Rooster, Tiberius, Duke, Ozone, and Daisy. Now, so far, Daisy's birthday tribute is not up yet. That's coming in December. Ozone's was just recently, the 14th of this month, and then the others were in the past few months since January. That was literally the order I went with when I was posting the clues. Obviously couldn't release it on the days of their birthdays because that would have been a dead giveaway. Hence why I released it on the 1st and the 16th of each month since February. I honestly love doing that because I think I messed with you guys so badly. There's time yet still to run up that hill. The clues that lay before me. One moment while I learn how to speak English again. There is time yet still to run up that hill. The clues lay before you now. It is time to begin solving. Let's meet our contestants. Not really a clue here. I'm just transitioning to the contestants. Popular is the first one. Maybe they have already won. But we don't know that yet. You'll have much to learn. But seriously, how bad can I be? I literally gave away this song title more than any other song, I think. Except maybe Be Prepared. It's very easy to put Be Prepared anywhere and everywhere. But the second most one would have been How Bad Can I Be? This is Max's song, in which this is what the paragraphs explain. Because Max is the most popular character, I think. Except maybe Snowball. Snowball might be more popular. And we'll have to see if Max actually is the winner. I will say this, he will definitely win most viewed video and most liked video because out of all the 12 of them, the others are still like in the 300s, 200s, some of them are still at like 100s with maybe like 3 to 4 likes. No, not Max. Max has like 1 point something K views with 20 likes. Why? Don't tell me he's not popular, because clearly he is. Either that or something's messed up with the YouTube algorithm. Second is obsessed, or maybe possessed. They cast something upon us, so they can get what they desire. while we dance till we die. This is describing Gidget with the song I Put a Spell on You. The last line kind of follows under one of the quotes from the movie Hocus Pocus. And if I were to say that Gidget wasn't obsessed with Max, I would be lying to all of you. Because she's very obsessed with Max. Through wind and sleet and hail we shall now set sail. Number 3 is here, and a master they are. They let everyone know who's in charge. This is, of course, alluding to Snowball and his song Master of the Seas. I don't really give away the song or the movie, but I do kind of give away a pirate theme when I say set sail and a master, I guess. 4th is a tale of revenge, for number 4 must avenge. Heavy is the cost, but it will be worth it in the name of a sleeping child. This is Daisy's clue with My Lullaby. This is given away by Sleeping Child and Revenge. And I guess Avenge too. This one was tricky to find. The gears in my head did grind. For 5 is sweet and not very evil, but alas, I did find something for them. This is, of course, Duke with Licorice Land. Just literally, any of you who's seen the Candyland movie, say something, because I need a survey or something of how many people actually knew this existed. Alright. Favorite of the many fans, 6 has some nasty plans. They will do anything to get what they want, for they are a world conqueror. This is Rooster with Be Prepared. And I would definitely say that he's a favorite among many, many fans. I'm not gonna lie, I actually think I might have converted my friend over to the T-Slop side. Just by simply with Rooster. Oh, you're fine. She gets like this. I do not know why. And I hear the other one licking behind me. Buddy. Not sure if you guys can see him. Yeah, there he is. Just behind me. Oh, shush, you old grandmother of a cat. Even though you don't have grandbabies yet. We're very sorry for that too. Here, go keep an eye on your son. No, she's gonna sit on my leg now. Anyways, where was I? Here comes number 7. This is no saint from heaven. I'd be wary with this one. Don't listen to their words. Don't put too much faith in their claws. This is, of course, Chloe with Trust in Me, by simply warning you all to not trust this one. Chloe gives me the attitude of, like, she's obviously done with everyone. I don't want to hear you looking behind me. Don't hiss at me. Like, Chloe is probably just this close from snapping and killing everyone, honestly. I don't think she has the energy to do it, but she would have the mindset to do so. Ivy, I can still hear you. She just attacked my hand. You don't have claws, young lady. I don't want to hear a word. And you don't even have teeth either. Number 8's song is old, but is also pure toxic gold. The tune is pretty catchy and it makes you want to sing. Just beware of the monster creeping closer. This is, of course, Buddy with Toxic Love, which I say toxic in the second line, but the other clue is also old. If you don't count the first Trust in Me that the 2016 version was based on, Toxic Love is the oldest song on this entire list, because while Hocus Pocus is 30 years old today, Fern Gully, which is where Toxic Love comes from, is 31 because Fern Gully came out in 1992. I know I'm a movie geek. Shut up. Number 9 is Bat to the Bone. and they like a certain tone. Maybe they will win. It could be possible. They're the only true devil left. This is Ozone with It Feels So Good to Be Bad. Ozone's bad to the bone. Certain tone. If you have seen Old Dogs Go to Heaven 2, you will know that Red wants the horn. So there's that clue. Only true devil left. Snowball is no longer counted as a villain, right? He gets reformed at the end of the first movie. Ozone, meanwhile, I know he's seen partying at Leonard's party at the end and during the mid-credits, but I doubt that counts as being reformed because you see all the other flesh pets there. So, only true devil left, only true villain left. Buddy. Come on. A while has 10 been dead, and no tears have been shed. But they are coming back, and they're ready to attack. They may just be closing in now. This is Tiberius within the dark of the night. Been dead? We haven't seen him since 2016. No, I'm not counting the short from the sequel. That's not him. That's some other poor unfortunate bird that got killed by a minion. Shed, I know I'm not using it as the definition of a small little shack in your backyard. It's more for the tear shedding. But don't tell me when I say shed, you don't think, oh, small building in my backyard. Or at least in most people's backyards, because I don't have one. And the no tears is more of like no tears because everyone was upset. Or at least most were. I know I was. Number 11 is Gregarious, and just a tad bit hilarious. Their song is not well known, but it's going to be funny and quite possibly stuck in your head. This is Mel with Yodel Idle Eel Idle O. Say that 5 times fast. And simply, good luck getting this song out of your head. I had it stuck in my head for 5 days. I will make you suffer with me. We have reached 12 at last, and they're gonna have a blast. They called in some pals to come and help them out. Come and shake their hands. This is Pops with friends on the other side. I saved this one as a showstopper because it's literally a showstopper of a song. Like, freaking best song from the entire movie. At least in my mind. Now everyone has been covered. Long enough have we hovered. I should finish up, but just a few notes, then I shall finally let you go. Just another transition. Look at all of these creatures and all their many features. These traits are hidden. They are in the clues. Perhaps Candle will help you find them. This is me mentioning the picture clues that I released for the past few months. Because, like I said, they were originally a dark image with maybe some little words or something. But if you brightened up the image, you would see the entire picture. Nobody ever did this, and I'm so sad about it. And while there is the competition that's causing such a commotion, everyone was paired up, so while they seek the crown, they are also battling another for best theme. This is the whole me splitting them up into 6 groups, or 6 pairings, 2 each, battling for the chosen theme I gave them. If you don't know what I meant, go back to the beginning of this entire video. The first 3 have many fames and are seen first in deathly games. 2 friends were split by pairings, each siding with unappreciated love. One pair doesn't usually see eye to eye. Now, raise your hand if you have seen any of my T-Slop Hunger Games videos. Okay. Who do I always put in District 1, District 2, and District 3? I even mentioned in the last TSLOP Hunger Game video I made, which was TSLOP Hunger Games 3, Part 1, I think I somehow mentioned Deathly Games in it. I can't remember if I did or not. I feel like, maybe not, I don't know. But either way, if you look at any of those Hunger Games videos, District 1 I always give to Max and Gidget. District 2 I always give to Snowball and Daisy. District 3 is always Duke and Rooster. The first 6 days of October I released in this order: Max, Gidget, Snowball, Daisy, Duke, and Rooster. Apparently I don't know how to count on my own fingers. But anyways, yes. The first 3 from Deathly Games, aka the Hunger Games, the most deadliest game you could ever play, were the first 3 pairings of this entire thing. The first 6 videos of this month were those guys. No. The 2 friends were split by pairings, each siding with Unappreciated Love. Chloe and Pops, Unappreciated Love, or at least that from Pops loves Chloe, but Chloe don't like Pops. Now obviously I put the couples together with the Max and Gidget and Snowball and Daisy, but I could not bring myself to have Buddy and Mel face each other, so I put Buddy with Chloe and I put Mel with Pops. And now the last line, one pair doesn't usually see eye to eye. If you know me on Wattpad, I always have Ozone and Tiberius fighting each other. Don't tell me that they see eye to eye, because they clearly do not. Now please, don't you all fret. There's more prizes to get. Even you can achieve. Just solve the clues, and you can earn some kind of treasure. I'm even giving prizes to all of you if you all solved clues, which so far is just gonna be 4 different people. Oh no, wait, now that I'm saying that, I do remember someone actually got a song as well, but that's because I kind of like mentioned something the day before it was released. But yeah, only 4 people were able to solve any of the clues. Sorry to everyone else, but yeah. And that will be all. I've said enough, y'all. Stay tuned for results that will appear on YouTube. Halloween is coming, and so are the villains. In which I'm pretty much kind of alluding to the fact that the results will be posted on Halloween on YouTube, alright? I may put a link in the Discord server and over on Wattpad so people there can watch it. But yeah, it will be seen on YouTube Halloween night, in which I'm hoping that I get some votes in, because so far I only got 1 vote, and they still need to kind of finish the voting process there. Yeah, this whole contest rides on the idea of you guys vote so I can actually make a result video. If I don't get enough votes, I'm just doing it random. You don't want me to do it by random. But, yeah. That is pretty much the whole deal. And I will see you all on Halloween. And make sure you get your votes in before the 27th. Until then, I will see you all later. Bye.